Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Teresa Daly, and I'm a senior counselor here at the Office of Student Financial Services, and I'm here to welcome you to Hofstra and give you some very important information. So let's get started. Our office is here to assist you and your student. Listed on this page are important contact information for the various offices that we have here at the Student Financial Services and Registrar in Memorial Hall. We have academic records, bursar, ourself at financial aid, as well as registrar. If you have any questions regarding financial aid, billing, and payment options, please feel free to give our office a call at 516-463-8000 or email us at sfs@hofstra.edu. Here is our hofstra.edu/SFS page on the Hofstra website, which lists important resources that you may need to utilize throughout your time at Hofstra. Resources like the academic calendar, payment options, as well as some presentations that we have recorded with great information, like filing your FAFSA, paying for college, FERPA and authorized user, and making a payment. Please feel free to utilize this webpage as we do update it frequently with new information. So here is the average financial aid bursar timeline. So we are approaching the month of June, where at this time you're going to review your pre-bill, which will be available shortly, and determine your different payment options. In July is when you're going to begin to review the final bill due and ensure payments are ready for the due date. August payment is due August 3rd, which will be coming up shortly. So make sure at that time your loan requirements are completed, loans are applied for, or you have submitted the payment plan option. And then in September is when the semester officially begins. So a financial aid checklist, some general information that you should make sure is in order before starting in this fall semester. Make sure you've submitted your final high school transcript for federal and New York state aid. If you have not done so already, you can still file the FAFSA for the 2021-2022 academic year at studentaid.gov. Please note that this needs to be filed each year for federal aid, New York state aid, and certain institutional awards. The New York State TAP application for New York State residents is also required each year and is separate from the FAFSA. If you have not done so already, you are able to complete that application at hesc.ny.gov. You would also need to accept all financial aid that you would like and submit any unsatisfied requirements, whether that be proof of U.S. citizenship, verification documents, or any other requirements like loan requirements. Here we have the financial aid checklist in terms of loans, what is needed, as well as who is the borrower. So for the federal subsidized and unsubsidized student loans, students will be the borrower of this loan, and to apply, you would need to have your FAFSA on file. The current interest rates are subject of pending approval, but as of right now, they are projected to be 3.73% with an origination fee of 1.062%. Repayment will begin after graduation, 6 months after, and you will need to complete entrance counseling and a master promissory note. For Parent Plus loans, the parents will be the borrower where a FAFSA is still required. Again, subject of pending approval, the projected interest rate is 6.28% with a 4.236% origination fee. Repayment will begin 60 days after the second disbursement unless you opt to defer. You do need to complete an MPN, but you may not need to complete counseling. You would only need to complete it if you are using an endorser. Finally, private or alternative loans. The student who is 18 years or older will be able to borrow with a creditworthy cosigner. There is a credit check. Interest rates are variable and fixed depending on the loan lender, as well as any type of repayment. More on the financial aid checklist to complete all steps needed for loan processing. So for the federal direct subsidized and unsubsidized student loans, students will be logging into studentaid.gov with their FSA ID to complete entrance counseling and a master promissory note. For parents interested in the Parent Plus loan, you will be logging into studentaid.gov with your FSA ID to complete the application along with the master promissory note. Again, please note that the rates for interest change annually, and the above is based on the estimated pending of approval 2021-2022 academic year. Other loan options, as I mentioned, would be the alternative or private education loans where variable rates and terms apply. Students must be 18 years or older and have a credit-worthy cosigner typically is required, but however, this does not need to be a parent. For information on private loans, you can go to finaid.org. You also have the option for a home equity loan. Parent and family authorizations. There are two different authorizations that families and students can use. The first being FERPA, which is the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. Students must give you FERPA rights to discuss the bill and financial aid, as well as grades, registration, and any other items. Please note, if your student is registered and has not added you to FERPA, we would not be able to speak with you regarding these account specifics until they have authorized. A separate authorization from FERPA would be the e-bill authorized user. Students are able to add more than one user to both FERPA and the authorized user. Authorized users are able to see e-bills and receive email notifications, make electronic payments, enroll in payment plans, view and print important tax documents. To view or print semester invoices, your student must set you up as an authorized user. Paper invoices are not mailed by the institution, as we are a paperless billing institution. So again, just to go over again, students provide parents access to FERPA. This allows us to discuss financial aid records, academic records, and advising records. E-bill or authorized users gives you access to billing statements, making payments, enrolling in payment plans, tax documents, and communicating with student financial services over email. eSpace is where parents can get information on campus events, family regional directory, orientation details, and the minor student authorization form. For those of you who will be authorized users or would like to visit parent services, you're able to go to hofstra.edu and you'll see the yellow button that says View Parent Services. From there, it will take you to the Family Resources page where you're able to learn more. But if you're an authorized user, you're able to click on the link to Online Payment Center. From there, it will take you to your authorized user login page where you will provide the email and password so you're able to view the billing. As I mentioned, Hofstra is e-bill only. All bills are available only through the e-bill system. You will not receive a paper bill. Authorized users and students through their Pride email address will receive a notification when new statements are available and can view and print them. Statements can be printed anytime on demand from within the payment center. Pride email accounts are very important. Student Financial Services officially communicates through the student's Pride email account only, and the only other email we can communicate with is the authorized user's email that is set up by the student. Make sure you know the deadlines. Fall semester invoices, they're typically prepared mid-June and email notifications are sent out to view this invoice. The due date will be the first week of August each year. For spring invoices, these are prepared mid-November and email notifications will be sent out to view this invoice. The due date is typically the first week in January every year. Please note that any account balances that are not cleared by the due date are subject to late fees and or restrictions, including the inability to register or receive transcripts. For more information regarding any of these deadlines, you can go to hofstra.edu/deadlines. How to read your billing statement. We do have sample e-bills available at hofstra.edu/sample e-bill. But what you will find is tuition, fees, dining, and room are included. You will also see any credits and anticipated credits, such as any payments made, anticipated loans, scholarships, and other financial aid that has not been paid, and future payment plan payments due if you are enrolled in the payment plan. Payment options. Payments can be made conveniently online or mailed. Simply pay online anytime, day or night, via e-check where there is no associated fee, or a credit card. Please note, when using a credit card, PayPath, the third-party processor, will collect a non-refundable fee of 2.85% or a minimum of $3 on credit card payments. You are easily able to change the amount that you wish to pay by typing over the amount displayed. You are also able to mail personal and 529 checks with the student ID included to the address below. For international wires, payments can be made through Flywire. You'll be able to see this option right on the Hofstra website. Western Union is also available to be used for domestic and international wire transfers. You can go to the link below to see more information on Western Union. There is a locked-in tuition rate option. To view the contract, you can go to hofstra.edu/locked-in tuition rate. This is a planning tool to lock in consistent tuition for 8 semesters. This does not obligate you or the student for 4 years of payment if the student withdraws. The completed form must be submitted and received prior to the start of the fall 2021 semesters, and make sure you sign in all areas that are requested. If you do submit the option and you would like to revoke the election, you may do so at bursar@hofstra.edu prior to the start of the fall 2021 semester. If you have any questions regarding the locked-in tuition rate, please feel free to reach out to Student Financial Services for more information. The payment plan. We do offer a monthly payment plan here at Hofstra, which is offered in the fall and spring semesters. This is offered 5 payments per semester. The fall semester payments are due monthly, starting June 25th and ending in October 25th. You would then be able to re-enroll for the spring semester, where payments are due November 25th through March 25th. This option is interest-free. There is an enrollment fee that is paid at the beginning of each semester when you enroll. And as I mentioned, you must re-enroll each semester. Accepted methods of payment are through a personal bank account or credit card. Again, please note, PayPath, the third-party processor, will collect a non-refundable service fee of 2.85% or a minimum of $3 on any credit card payments. With payment plans, amounts are automatically calculated based upon the balance of your account beginning with the July payment. If you enroll in June, the first payment will be due June 25th. That will be based on the estimate you enter when enrolling in the plan. This allows students to consider all future aid and scholarships that may not be reflected on their account in June. Some notes about the payment plan. You do have 2 options. You have the auto debit option, which will withdraw from your personal bank account, or non-auto debit, which would require you to submit payment on or before the due date. Please note that late payment fees will be assessed for any missed payments. The Dewar Tuition Refund Insurance is an optional insurance plan to cover tuition costs only. This can potentially reimburse you up to 70% for refund for any injury, physical, and mental health reasons on your tuition for the semester. Student and family will elect the enrollment of this semester by semester. This will cost $181 per semester for the upcoming 2021-2022 fiscal year. If you have accidentally selected this option, you are able to revoke this election by emailing bursar@hofstra.edu prior to the start of the semester for which you are enrolled. You would also need to opt into this election prior to the first day of the semester. Once the semester has begun, Hofstra cannot refund, as we are required to pay the third-party AWG Dewar. For more information, please go to hofstra.edu/tuitioninsurance. Outside scholarships and third-party payments. If students are awarded an outside scholarship, you must report all information to the third-party payment office, which is located in the bursar. Provide complete information prior to the date of the bill, which would include the official award letter from the organization issuing the payment, the semesters and charges that are covered, like tuition, fees, housing, etc., and the contact information for the organization. All of this documentation can be emailed to bursar third party at hofstra.edu or mailed into our office. For any type of refunds, credit balances from federal Title IV aid, which includes any federal direct loans, plus loans, or the Pell Grant, must be refunded to the student within 14 days of disbursement, unless specific permission has been given to the university to hold these funds. To hold the funds, you can go to hofstra.edu/fund authorization. To avoid any type of credit on your account, be sure to review your bill before the billing due date and reduce any excess loans before they are paid. If you'd like to reduce or return any loan forms, you're able to send this request to sfs@hofstra.edu, and you're able to find the return to lender form at hofstra.edu/sfs forms. If you have a credit on the account, how are you able to get the refund? Students can set up an e-refund account easily through the payment center. So our main takeaways from today: be sure your student provides you FERPA authorization. Have your student add your email address as an authorized user before this week is over. Contact your student financial services counselor with any questions you have early in the process, and be proactive with communicating any issues or concerns with our office. We are here to help you. If you have questions, feel free to contact us either by phone or email. You may reach us at 516-463-8000 or email us at sfs@hofstra.edu. Please note that the office will be closing on Fridays at 12 p.m. during the months of June and July. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I hope you have a wonderful day.